Аквалангисты! Это хорошо! Да! И взрослые знают, и дети, мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты! Это не игра! Когда мы выходим на берег, то девочки радостно стонут, и мы начинаем рассказывать про разные трудности моря. Но хватит, забыла сирена, и мы быстро прыгаем в воду. Мы жить не привыкли на суше, мы любим нырять и купаться. Аквалангисты! Это хорошо! Да! Взрослые знают, и дети, мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты! Это не игра! Меня укусила акула, тебя укусила акула, ее укусила акула, да нас всех укусила акула. Аквалангисты! Это не игра!
Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Got you off guard with this one, right? Anyway, with that out of the way, good evening, afternoon, or whatever part of the day it is in your part of the planet. And tonight, as mentioned, we are going to be playing Hard West. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Always appreciate it. I know it's a little bit loud, but hopefully this will come to pass after the game is gone through the loading screens. No idea why they always insist on being so loud at the start. I guess we'll find out a little later. Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, the game also comes with the Scars of Freedom expansion pack, which comes in the form of its own separate campaign over here. Now then, where was it? We can turn down master volume to about this degree, should be fine. Everything appears to be in order so far. Enable quick saves. Experimental. At least it's a paradox key. Those are always set to here in damage at launch. Yeah, I suppose so. Also, it looks like the game is being a bit ephemeral in the background, it seems. I suppose it's a bit of a quirk of capturing software. We'll see whether this persists in the game proper, or if it's contained to just the game menu. Code of view indicator, reaction shot, cover, floating text. We can leave the resolution display as is. Texture quality high, as is everything else. And the controls are the same. Oh, and of course, cinematic subtitles on. Gotta remember that. So, let's dive right in. First campaign, Hard Times. You've seen that. You can see that I've played it a little bit just to check that it's running smoothly on my computer, and it is. So, Hard Times. Your journey on the Oregon Trail is halted by the harsh realities of the West. You find temporary solace in the gold trade, but the bad times are just around the corner. Soon, you'll be forced to make choices that will shape your destiny forever. We're gonna play on normal difficulty, and a couple of optional modes, specifically combat injuries. The characters gain debuffs when damaged badly, but over time they grow stronger for the experience. The debuffs will be replaced by buffs called scars. No Iron Man mode because I'm not that hardcore, you know? And a couple of gameplay mods that we have over here. We got full deck, reaction shots disabled, enemy abilities, damage ignores cover, express scarification, which turns injuries into scars after one tactical encounter and not two. This could make the game a little easier. Luck for kills, luck regeneration, I'll explain these in a little bit. Unknown health is a bit of a coin toss. Squishy Posse definitely makes the game harder, and Cards of Destiny. Once a card is assigned to a character, it may only be removed when they die. Cards will be also explained later. So for now, let's go with only Express Scarification. And off we go.
The Old West was a hard place. The only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force. Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food, but this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her.
Yes, I do hear that the game volume is a little bit low, at least in the cinematics. We can adjust that after this mission. So, they took Mother away. Could Father still save her? You want to play the tutorial? I promise it's short and useful. Let's do this. Hard West is turn-based. You start. In this mission, your father must rescue your mother, who's been kidnapped by evil men. We can only move within the range indicated. Cover is indicated by shield icons. Always stay in cover. There's half cover and full cover. Full cover provides the best protection, as is in XCOM. You've detected an enemy. All characters are marked with red shield icons and are enemies. Also, I see the issues to persists and gives the game on display some funky colors, courtesy of the background. Well, makes for all the more colorful experience, I suppose. This enemy is out of cover, so your shot will be very effective. Point, and we click. 70% chance to hit, baby. Just like XCOM. Most actions require action points. Each character starts combat with 2 APs. Shooting typically uses up all remaining APs. When all of your characters are out of APs, the enemy turn starts. Like now. Each character has a certain amount of luck. High luck protects from enemy shots, but when they miss, luck is depleted. When enemies are in cover, bypass their protection by flanking them. Well, it's good to know that luck is a tangible resource in this game, because there will be use for it down the line as well. When enemies are in cover, bypass their protection by flanking them, so yeah, we do that. 60% chance to hit. We shoot, we score. Remember to reload often. Many weapons can reload only a couple of rounds at a time. Yeah, the blue grass is not intentional. In broad daylight, you can locate enemies by their shadows. You can even shoot them if you have an obstructed line of fire. Some materials, like cloth or foliage, can be shot through. Like in this instance, when he's hiding behind a tent, we can just shoot through the tent. Dumbass. You ran out of luck and are bound to be shot. You must take better cover. You can use objects in the environment to create more effective cover, like this well. We run up, we lift the lid, and now instead of a full half cover, we are in full cover. Still, not good enough. We ran out of luck, we got shot, and we had our luck restored, naturally. The red bar shows you hit points. When you get hit, your luck is partially replenished. You have several abilities at your disposal, and some abilities require luck to be used. All of the revolvers come with fanning ability. 3 shots with minus 20% aim penalty. Like so. That's it for the tutorial. You're on your own now. Don't think there's anybody left. Let's be extra cautious.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it? The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
Morbid. And a good setup for future adventures. If only your prospecting was lucky enough, you could get on the Oregon Trail again. One thing that beat me about XCOM's tutorial is that it forced you to put people in a bad situation. Oh yeah, that's a staple of XCOM tutorials. After all, original Enemy Unknown also opened up with 3/4 of your squad dying.
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now. Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
So the two of you took over the railroad company building and tried your hands at farming. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out an existence from the dirt. Now you were grown. You figured the two of you should try for Oregon again. That's what Mother would have wanted. Gold! Who would have thought they'd find it here? And just when you needed cash for your journey. Time to strike it rich and get out of town before the outlaws and madmen showed up. They always do. A masked man controlled all the gold mining. His henchman sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. There we are. Neighbor's house, ugly ditch, meadow, and somewhere out there, other things. Now, I suppose we can get the volume a little more. Or maybe not through here. Interesting choice. So, here's our current characters. Father. Father was a reasonable, law-abiding man. The best role model a kid could have. He never lost hope, no matter what the hard, unforgiving West dished out. And us. Warren. That's you. After Mother died, you had to grow up fast. You were always impulsive, courageous, and wild at heart. You always believed in doing the right thing, no matter the consequences. And you never pulled your punches. And these are the cards that we can use. They come with different abilities and passive stat bonuses. And, just like in poker, if you assemble a certain set of cards, you unlock certain... what was it called? Hands, I believe. High card, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, flush, royal flush, etc., etc. Never been too good at poker. So right now we have 2 cards. 9 of what was it? I forget. 9 of clubs. Let's look here. Gives us an ability called Cannibal. Eat human flesh to gain strength and restore health, and gives us 1 HP passive. The other card is pretty good one. 10 of spades, Ricochet. Active ability requires 20 luck to activate. Bounce bullets off 1 or more ricochet objects, and gives us 5 aim passive. Excuse me. So in this case, that's a warm-up for my future Balaka career, if I ever get around to do that. In this case, I'm thinking we can give 1 bonus HP to Father, and 5 aim to Warren. What's our current loadout looking like? Father got the basic 6 shooter, 4 damage, 6 ammunition, and standard damage versus half cover and full cover. Like the saying goes, God made man, but the 6 shooter made them equal. Nothing too fancy just yet. Let's say hello to our neighbors. It looked like the nearby farmhouse was inhabited. We paid them a visit and they turned out to be kind people. We exchanged pleasantries and the customary promises to help one another. More importantly, we met Florence, your beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged were a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. Not interested in prospecting themselves, the neighbors tipped you off about a couple of promising spots. Thank you.
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about. It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you, the way she made you feel.
What do we have here? Ford's Shaft, Damned Mine, Collapsed Mine, and Prospector's Scam. Yeah, it is Death talking to us. He is the narrator of this story. Or rather, he's the narrator, and I'm the engine. If you want to put it, that way. We got 9 mine licenses left to use, and 3 ways to mine it. Placer gold, deeper gold, and hard rock gold. But first of all, let's go to that collapsed mine. You heard about this place. A rich mine that collapsed years ago on top of a bunch of miners, burying them alive. Their wives and children still decorate the entrance with flowers. It looked like you could squeeze in, maybe get some of the gold we'd found. It might not have been the smartest thing to do, but you got in. As you reached the first opening, you found a skeleton with its legs crushed under a boulder. You wondered if he bled out before he died of thirst. His shirt, though stained, was still intact and of very good quality. Well, he won't need it anymore. Rule of 3, by the way. We go deeper. The next cavern was cramped and full of stale air. We found a little gold, but still not much. No, and the pair of shoes, I'm guessing. Rule of 3, final, third one, here we go. Wounded and weary, you eventually reach the end of the farthest tunnel. There inside, a massive stash of gold. The air must have poisoned you because as you went to pick it up, you hallucinated a tall man in a suit, smiling and smoking. As you turned to leave, he said, Yes, so we're clear. That's mine. But you can borrow a little while. It was all too much. We had to get away. Oh, thanks, old Scratch. As you inched your way back to the sunlight, you heard a low rumbling all around you. You hurried, hands trembling, heavy drops of sweat rolling down your face. You had just emerged, blinking into the sunlight, when the mine collapsed behind you. And we actually got out with no injuries. Right? No, we do have an injury. Spine fracture. Less movement and one less max HP. Wonder what it will turn into once we get to our first combat. But let's look at our loot. Bloodstained shirt. Protects from crippling injuries. So I suppose this one will go on further. Next we got sturdy shoes, which gives more movement. Thinking we can take them. And finally a relic. Grants healing over time to allies and raiders. 404 cash to our name. Next, let's visit the Prospectors camp. Got a good feeling about that one. Prospectors, led by Alexander Kane, had been collecting gold using brinzing pans. Kane had vast knowledge of placer gold retrieving techniques. And we can, of course, learn the master techniques of placer gold brinzing for that 75% extra income. We're anything to Christopher Reeve now. Maybe later. We learned how to retrieve gold using a sluice trowel. What a funny word, sluice trowel. However, we got us some gold to make. The mine looked like its hard rock depths were still untouched. There was probably gold down there. Let's put our placer gold mining to use. We got us $20 investment return on that one. Epstein Ford's shaft. The shaft had been thoroughly explored in the hard rock depth, but not much apart from that. 46 return, pretty nice. And finally, ugly ditch. Everyone said there was placer gold down in the ditch, but most of it was buried deep under hard rock. Let's see here. 39, also pretty nice. Very nice indeed. Now, what about that man over there? You noticed a young native woman with a basket picking flowers and carefully selecting herbs. Initially startled by your arrival, she then offered you healing herbs for sale. Nah, I'm thinking she's ripping us off. You inspected the basket, but decided to seek out the healing plants yourself instead. Observant and lucky, you picked the correct herbs. You spent some luck, but got us 3 dried healing herbs. Let's have a look at them, by the way. Once again, healing over time. Not a bad thing to have on hand. Especially if we only have 1 now. But 3 healing herbs. Other than that, I'm thinking we can go back to Ugly Ditch and see what else can be mined using the deeper gold deposits. Yeah, see? The placer gold deposit had already been exhausted. Therefore, we go for deeper gold and we get... just a return of 8. Okay. Ford's shaft. And here we... 55. That's pretty nice. Inevitable news about the gold spread. Overnight, several nearby homesteads and settlements were raided. Father worried you wouldn't make it on your own. He figured you'd need protection. You disagreed. You went along with his decision. For the last time. So, we gotta go out and ask a crime lord for protection, huh? Oh yeah, can't say I agree with the father, but Sure, war more bodies between us and the madman after our gold. The Mexican said he'd help if you'd split your gold money with him. He left you a bunch of guns, some empty blessings, and a promise to send a vaquero to help out. There he is, by the way. Cheech. As he himself often said, Cheech wasn't paid to talk. But he was a gunslinger and a competent gunfighter and didn't flinch from death. Order comes with his own weapons, which are Sword of Cobra, high damage scattergun, powerful and easily concealed. 6 damage, but aim -5. However, got a cone shot instead of fanning. And a Western rifle. One of the first repeaters, some call it the gun that won the West. Weapon has medium range as opposed to our pistols, which have short range. And the Sword of Cobra has an even shorter one, close range. Therefore, Warren here gets the repeater rifle, shoot in the head, rinse, repeat, since he's going to be staying on the back lines due to his spine fracture, and that means Father gets the Navy gun. Similar to a regular revolver, but with bigger slugs and lower capacity. I'd say it's a straight upgrade. 5 damage of 5 shots versus 4 damage and 6 shots. And the damage versus half cover and full cover stays the same. Yeah, straight upgrade. No dual wielding, unfortunately. The devs wanted to do that at some point, but either they couldn't implement it or ran out of time when designing the game. Also a new location unlocked, Crossroads. Some folks said that just before sunrise there was an electric feeling out on the packed earth of the Crossroads. The kind that makes your hair stand on end and sends shivers down your spine. Some swore they'd met a man there, well-dressed and well-spoken, who offered them a tempting deal. He could make you powerful in return for a piece of yourself. Well, hello again. What's the worst that could happen, huh? You felt empowered, but more than a little hollow inside. You turned to ask if the man if that was normal, but he had vanished. And now, Warren is under the effects of damnation, damned by the devil himself. Less maximum luck, but we do get a couple of boons out of this. Specifically, 2 new cards. First one being 10 of Clubs, with the ability Vengeance, which is a passive. Survive a fatal shot. If you kill your killer, you'll make it. Otherwise, you'll die. I'd say that's something straight out of Borderlands, and would look nicely on Warren, considering all of his debuffs so far. And the second one is Shriek, Queen of Clubs. Damage enemies in sight and gives us 2 more movement. Chich, you can have it for now. Can I kill Beast in Tolan? Well, technically it can, but I don't think you'd want to have it. Oh, and another one. Orchard. Like sounds kind of iffy. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. How's it sounding now, by the way? Yeah, I guess it was just a little farther away than usual. The man's eyes had been sewn shut with crude twat. He sat perfectly still, his gun in his holster, his stash on the ground close to you. For minutes he didn't make the slightest noise, then uttered a single slow sniff. You could have grabbed your stuff and made a run for it, but then there was that gun. Ask yourselves, gentlemen, are we thieves? Are we gonna rob a blind man? Well, blind. I am personally leaning more towards YOLO mindset for this one. After all, but the fact that he was sniffing you out, Daredevil here. Are we that bad? Well, it is Wild West after all. It's all about hard men making hard choices. Hard. Are you hard? I'm certainly hard. Harder than a box of nails or whatever. Oh my. Anyway, you grabbed the stash and ran. In an instant, he was spraying bullets at you. You were fast, but he was faster, hitting you at every turn as if guided by spirits. You ran for your life until you were sure you were out of his range. 90 cash, a wound, and a nail bomb. So Warren, how's that cracked skull of yours looking? A powerful blow to the head induced vertigo. Minus aim, minus sight, and minus HP. Yeah, you're gonna need to sit this one out, mister. Just hide and don't be a target. Considering you already have 4 heat on you, as opposed to Father's 3 and Chi-Chi's 4. You're gonna be staying out of the front lines. And yeah, look at this. We got 10 of spades, 10 of clubs. This gives us a pair, which is bonus movement. And a nail bomb is a stick of dynamite refitted with 9-inch nails for extra damage. Deals damage to everyone in the radius, as you would expect. You know what, Cheech can have it for now. We'll see if it comes in handy. And trade outpost, gotta have something good in there, right? The proprietor was eager to exchange goods with you. He got tobacco, which is a consumable that improves aim. Dried healing herbs with C in them, same with sturdy shoes. And, a 10-gauge double shotgun. A doubly popular hunting weapon. If we compare it with, say, Sawed-Off Cobra, 6 damage to ammunition versus 5 damage to ammunition, however, it generates more heat, but gives you more aim as opposed to Sawed-Off Cobra taking it away. So yes, it's a choice whether you want to get really up close and personal with a sawn-off, or if you want to pretend to have at least a whiff of what you're doing with the 10 gauge. We do have the money to spare right now, so I'm thinking we trade the sawed-off for a 10 gauge. Another proprietor isn't gonna have to pay us for giving off that sawed-off. So we'll do it like that. I think we are good in that regard for now. Therefore, time to get to defending our homestead. The bandits were coming. It was the hour of reckoning. We took up defensive positions. And yeah, I think we are good to go in that regard. You were well armed and prepared to defend your home from the bad man. We're the good guys, after all. Secondary condition. If Cheech dies, it'll cost you $200. I guess the Mexican Baron is not fond of his men being offed. Let's see, Warren. Get upstairs. Immediately. Cheech. You, I'm thinking, can remain in full cover here. And you, Father Dearest, can stay by this window. Just to keep an eye out. Well, I suppose we can bait them out a little bit. This Western rifle, we just... That does not confer cover, this does, but not in the same direction, therefore. Open up that cellar door. And wait for them to come closer. There they are. How long did it take to get an Overwatch ability? Oh, there. God damn it. Excuse me about that. Sometimes it just happens. See? Cheech get crippled on that shot. Consider it being in character. There's a lot of them coming, but we can handle all of them. I am confident in our abilities. With good planning and good positioning, nothing is impossible. Now, Cheech, can you target any one of them? No? Fine, guess we're getting you inside. If we can. Crippled sight. Minus 15 sight and minus 8 movement for 3 turns. Okay. Insufficient luck to activate the Shriek. I see. Now, in that case, how do you like them 9-inch nails? And back into cover. Proper cover this time. Let's see, 79, 67, 64. Let's take the better odds. Fire away. Well, you had the luck of the draw on your side this time. The rest of you won't be so lucky. And you can tell that the guy with 8 HP is the leader of the raid. You missed. But that won't be an issue for me, amigo. 3 of them left. All over here. No, can be taken care of. Like so. That, I suppose we can go for, insufficient action points. This'll take up both of them. Alright, then we'll just go for regular shot. 59% and that's a miss. In hindsight, that should have been obvious. Cheech, you will survive that one. Even if it means you take an extra bullet wound. Hey, let it not go without saying that I did not take care of you. However, time for that 10 gauge to pop off. Thank you kindly for that. Now, how's it looking now? Still 59%, huh? Okay. Guess we are running around as well. Like so. Get that door open. And now. Oh, I forgot it. Fine, we'll shoot you normally. Next time, you're gonna be dead meat. Sayonara, sucker. And that guy's name was actually Morris Hotz. That was just a little bit of detail that I caught before Fade to Black. Or in this case, Fade to Blue on your screens. Though you survived the attack, Father was worried. He said you should build an underground escape tunnel in case of another attack. But he also wanted you to call the shots. What do you think, chat? It would be a worthwhile idea? Man, yeah, $200 for a tunnel. That's the old West bucks. Pretty substantial sum. That's about a third of what we currently have. I'm personally leaning more towards no. So yeah, looks like we'd agree. A tad too much. It was too expensive. When you declined, you never mentioned it again. But you had other things on your mind. The bandits were attacking elsewhere. You ran to make sure Florence was safe. Florence's parents didn't survive the raid. You found her among the dead. Weeping, she followed you home and never left. She never spoke of it, but brought fresh flowers to their house in their memory every week. While you were gone, your father had a visitor. A well-dressed gentleman with a peculiar accent who seemed to appear out of nowhere. His magnificent cologne almost concealed his curious sulfur aroma. Could he be... No, that was madness. The gentleman was quite persuasive, convincing father to spend most of his cash on a lucky amulet. He was fed up with struggling, running scared from bandits, crime lords, and the weather. He wanted the prospecting business to take off, and fast. Still, though, father seemed loath to discuss the matter. He downplayed the power of the trinket, insisting it probably wouldn't work. I guess making the deals with old Scratch here runs in the family, huh? Still, things improved. Father swiftly found new digging sites, and extraction was efficient. Soon he was able to buy a better mining license. And we've jumped up to 25. Oh my. Let's take a look at Warren now. Missing brain part. The skull healed well. That what was lost in intellect was made up in speed and luck. Therefore, we still have -4 sight as opposed to -8, but we've got +2 movement, +1 max HP, and +10 max luck. That's how scars work. We still have the damnation debuff from that deal. However, spine is healed up, and now it's spinal jeopardy. Your stiff back hampers movement but provides stability when shooting. -1 movement, but +10 aim and +1 max HP. And everyone in our party now has the amulet power. The amulet bought from a shady character grants you good luck. +5 luck regen per turn. And if you spend the money in the tunnel, you would have enough to pay for the trinket. That's an interesting possibility. Cheech left, and left us his double 10 gauge and the Western rifle. But if we compare it, 16 ammunition damage 4, 15 ammunition damage 4. Yeah, the repeater rifle is strictly better than a Western rifle. Florence here, the love of your life. After mother and father, she was the only person in the world you ever gave a good goddamn about. Willowy but able, and braver than a mother mongoose, she was ready to stand by your side come what may. Which means since you sold the saw off, it was just a free gun XP. Oh, free cash, more like. And she also comes with a free gun. But, of course, it's just a deadly derringer. The deadly was specially crafted for discreet assassinations of heads of state. Allows you to shoot 2 shots per turn, but it only holds 2 shots. And only deals 3 damage, which means it's not that good of a gun. And we will replace it right away with a proper 6-shooter. And you know what, the Western rifle too. Ain't no place for a girl to be this close to the front lines. Gotta keep her out back, make for an excellent sniper. Or maybe not, seen as we're the ones with movement and sight movement debuffs. Then again, that is offset with our pair. Our aim is currently standing at 70 and sight is 23 as opposed to Father's 27 and Florence is 27. Maybe we will make it a mid-range character, seeing as things are liable to change like that. Oh, and we also have two new cards now. First one, Queen of Hearts, with the ability called Disguise. Passive, you're ignored by enemies in setup stage. I'll tell you what's a setup stage a little later. But for now, I suppose we can give it to Father. Also gives him +2 movement. The second card is Red Joker. No ability on its own, but Jokers serve as wild cards for making better hands. So if we were to give it to Warren, that would be 3 of a kind. 1 HP, 2 defense, and 10 luck. Yeah, see? 3 of a kind, which turns his movement bonus into maximum luck bonus. And I suppose we can give Queen of Clubs over to Father 2, and that turns it into a pair. Don't worry, Florence will give you some cards at some point. And yeah, good point. The boots counteract the movement debuff too. I think I'll replace your 6-shooter with a 10 gauge. Now let's see about getting us some more gold. You never know how many you need. What do we have here? Dalton's Site, Excavation Field, and an Excavation Company. I think they'll teach us more advanced mining techniques. Yep. The excavation site and floodgate were being used by the company owned by Chris Jordan. The main source of income, however, was trading fees. Well, we can learn the techniques for deeper gold excavating. We learned how to create and organize an open pit mine. What else do we have? Forest entrance, small bridge house, crevice, and a church way over there in the corner of the map. Let's see, Dalton's site. It was an active site some time ago with works focusing on deeper and hard rock mining, but no one seemed to bother with the placer deposits. Let's see if it's worth it then. Mexican cut, 31, income of 179. Not bad, but we raised our tax to 20%. And something tells me this percent will go up with every successful mining operation. Or just with every mining operation in general. We collected placer gold deposits by rinsing gravel and sand through a sluice trough. The unconventional methods were effective but expensive. We first needed to obtain or rent the proper tools. Yeah, they aren't giving us even giving us a bodyguard anymore. I have some money to spare, so let's take a look around. Forest entrance. As you traverse the forest, you spotted a rare albino rabbit. Its skin would net a decent price, and albino rabbit's feet are a powerful good luck charm. The rabbit, for its part, sat still, as though perhaps you were the valuable prey. Well, do we shoot it right away, or do we follow the white rabbit? How wonderfully Alice. I'd say things will get curiouser, so let's follow the white rabbit. You followed the rabbit into the forest, but quickly lost track of the creature. Cursing your bad decision, you stumbled upon a cave whose markings indicated it was a worthwhile mining site. You marked it on your map and vowed to return. The Bonanza. Also got us a watermill. That's nice. Very nice indeed. What else do we have over here? I think there's gotta be some new stuff over at the trade post. Nothing yet, it seems. Then I'm thinking we can go around and exhaust some of these sites. %25 tax, and we got a net gain of 5. Over in the damp mine, what do we have? Deeper gold. $51, tax raised to 30%. See? Just as I told you. He's getting greedy. Over in excavation field. The site had been very popular back when prospecting was new in these parts, but most had given up on it. Well, let's begin with the placer gold. 25. And the tax is raised to 35%. Deeper gold deposits. 44, tax raised to 40%. There we go. You realized too late that your gold had made the Mexican powerful. He demanded more and more of your profits, and there was little way to stop him. Proud, brave Florence went to parley with the criminal, hoping to appeal to his kinder nature. She knew you would never allow it, so left without telling you, leaving just a note. But the Mexican had no better nature to appeal to. Florence never returned. You immediately prepared to bust her out. But first of all, we go to town. We visited a small frontier town made up mostly by miners. One of the shops featured a selection of firearms. And we're gonna get us some help for $200. We welcomed him on board. For as long as he was around, he helped your operations, increasing your mining income by 10%. Pat Douglas. We'll get to you in a minute. But for now, let's look at the gun shop and what we have. So, Pat here got his own 10-gauge shotgun. And let's look at this fine selection of firearms. First of all, we've got a harmonica gun. Its innovative design gives this weapon an extremely fast reload time. Box of 10 bullets or damage, which is comparable to, I'd say, regular 6-shooter. Actually, 1 damage less, I'm thinking. But still could be a straight-up upgrade if we were to have basic 6-shooters instead. We don't have them. So moving on to the next exhibit. Remy Borgen Rifle. As effective as popular lever-action rifles, but twice as intimidating. -5 aim, 9 ammunition, 5 damage. We compare it with the repeater rifle. Does more damage, but once again, repeater rifle gives 10 aim, Remy Borgen takes away 5 aim. So that's a bit of a situational, I suppose, even if it's a medium-range gun. Next up, 12-shooter. 2 6-shooter engineered into one, twice the equality in a single hand. Also comes with a +5 aiming bonus. Now that is a straight upgrade over a 6-shooter. I suppose even a bit of a side grade to our Navy gun. Something to consider. Revolver rifle, a shotgun wedding between a classic rifle and a revolving magazine. Quick reload, allows 2 shots per turn. So if we stay, that should be a pretty decent sniper weapon, even if it only deals 3 damage and gives you 2 heat. But as opposed to repeater rifle, it gives you no aim bonus. Finally, we've got us a heavy pepper box. The regular pepper box revolver spiced up with triple the barrels. Aim minus 10. And as I'm guessing, since it's a pepper box, you cannot reload it mid-combat. I mean, look at this thing. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Out of all the things laid out to me, I'm leaning more towards the revolver rifle. So we can sell off the 10 gauge and have something as close as we can get to being a sniper for now. Father here got the Navy gun. So yeah, so something to accompany it would be, I'm guessing, either a 12 shooter or a Remy Borgen. And Pat here got up the 10 gauge already, so I suppose a harmonica gun would not be too bad. So yeah, we'll go with like that. Father gets the Remy Borgen. I sell off the 10 gauge and get the revolver rifle. Pat gets the harmonica gun. Or maybe actually a 12 shooter. We got the money to spare, don't we, folks? Plus we can sell off the regular 6 shooter. Both of them even. And the Deadly Derringer. And we've spent almost no money on that. Just need to throw in those 20. And voila. Equivalent exchange. So, what's your story, Pat? Pat's parents were chasing gold as well. He's been a gold digger ever since he can remember. What a story. What a story, Mark. Now, Father is gonna draw all the heat once the combat phase starts. This should be fun. Before we go in guns blazing to save Florence, let's pay a visit to the Small Bridge house. You came by a house of a poor family. The Small Bridges, they told you, were trying to leave, saying this country was unsafe. But without money, they had little chance of preparing for even a short journey. You decided to lend them the necessary sum. That's $200 to help them get out. It's a noble cause, if you ask me. But what do you think? That will eat up most of our money. However, Robin the Blind but saying his cause is noble? Well, I'm all for helping people to get out of sticky situations. Besides, that blind guy certainly had something on him. And thank him for hitting that nail bomb. We'll think about it for a moment and then I will consider as to what we can do. I'm sure they'll part us with a token of gratitude for us helping them get out of here. So yeah, let's fix our car. We didn't really expect to ever get it back. They were very grateful, said they'd pray for you, which is a nice idea, but who are we kidding? But hey, it's good for your soul. Now, nothing else left to do for now, because the tax rate will get more extortionate the more we dilly-dally or mine. Unless, of course, we try to visit a church and pray our sins away. Let's see if it works. God may have been away in business, but Reverend Gervais had a reputation of being a miracle worker. For a price, he could heal the most serious ailments. Those with less cash could leave a tip in the offering box, granting them a place in his prayers for the day. This is where we go to if we need to get a fix on our combat injuries and need a fix fast. But considering these injuries dissipate after one battle instead of two, I suppose we can come back to this one a little later. Now, we got us a damsel in distress, and in we go. That was where Florence was being held. Went on to rescue her. No new cards. No new cards. Pat is out of luck for now. But I think we're good to go. Look at us. Missing brain part. Damned our soul. Spinal jeopardy. Amulet power. Good to go. Definitely good to go. Florence was locked up. It was the time to get her out. And get some payback.
You talked with Florence through a barred window. To get her out, you'd need the key. This same key could also be used to lock the guards inside the house.
This mission starts with a setup phase. Enemies don't expect an attack and won't shoot on sight. They won't bother until you attack or cross their cone of view. Character heat determines cone size. So someone like Father here will be very striking to the guards, which means we gotta have him somewhere else. Somewhere where he is not as eye-catching as he could be. Also, no options menu in here as well. I guess we'll just have to wing it. What's that sounding? Was it a train passing by or was it winds? Oh no. I guess we got a Sabot in here. Sick 'em, boys. I say that as if I have a dedicated mod team. But anyway, let's do it like that. Everyone gets over here. And we tell that guard to stick him up. The guard is subdued, but will call an alarm when the timer runs out. That's 4 turns, so we just need to be careful. No, we're not gonna be shooting. We'll get you into position, thinking over here. We're just a normal couple of people in ordinary business. No need to get aggravated. Don't worry, I would never tell you do that. I value all the people in the chat, unless they're being bots. See? And the timer already went back up from 3 to 7 turns. Now, Pat, I'm gonna need you to be very careful over here. So just dash over here, or leisurely stroll over there. Colors were identical. Huh. They looked more pink to me, and Kitsune over here is blue on account of Amazon Prime, I'm guessing. So there is a bit of a difference. Mother dearest, I suppose you can stay over here. No, that means that guard will see you and he won't like your presence there one bit. So just go over there then. Nothing to see here, just, you know, looking around, trying to also look who that is. If it isn't our old pal Cheech. We would have had to cross paths with him eventually. And what better circumstances than that? Suppose we can move you over here for a bit more convenience. The additional number on a suspicious enemy icon says how many turns they will start combat. Use the subdue ability to delay their reaction. Subdue does not start combat. Well, yeah, we already established that. Nonetheless, keep sticking them up. Yep, just like that. Nobody needs to get hurt. Same goes for you, Cheech.
It's yours. You could release her right away, or first lock the guards inside to make sure they didn't try to stop you.
And that's a fair point. I just lock them in here. They won't interfere. And there will be definitely a lot less people to worry about. See? Careful. Cheech knows you and will react right away if he recognizes you. So that puts Cheech in as right pendejo. Yeah, don't worry, we're just, I don't think we'll lose service. We'll go with, exterminators, yeah. Varmint exterminators. You never know what critters might lurk around here. Besides, we're on our best behavior.
All the doors were locked tight with the master key. Getting away would be much easier now.
And now we can get into positions. Jail door is guarded and opening it will start combat. See? We can't be in the stealth mode indefinitely. And yeah, good that we didn't have to pass the keys. The game is forgiven in that sense. Well, no feral ghouls in here, but there may or may not be undead down the line. However, I cannot guarantee that they will not be called Raoul. At least one of them. All right, I suppose we can start kicking this off. Oh boys. You know what time it is? That's right. Shots fired. And that means... Yep, 12 o'clock, dumbass. I'd rather have you shoot that one, thank you. Cheech, you stay out of this, right? If not, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you. Father, Warren, and Florence must survive. So yeah, Pat is expendable. There's no such thing as expendable to me. So you just stay on put. Yeah, Pat is just a hired hand who maybe wasn't over good against the Mexican cartel, but he's sticking around. That's good. And the shirt actually protected us from getting an injury, which is fine by me, I suppose. It's not fine. It's me getting reduced to 4 HP.
At last, Florence was free. Now all you had to do was dispatch the guards outside.
So, kill enemies who are not locked up to escape. That's 1. That's 2. And of course, Cheech. Can't forget about him. Let's get into better cover. And Warren, let's see. 62% versus 52. I guess we can try to get to a better position, or at least go with a revolver rifle. 52%. Lone Shark El Oshuro. So that's the guy's name. Also, we cannot fan it. But I'll take 2 shots with 52% chance. That's a 1. And that's a 2. Only 1 damage. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Now then, if we were to... Can't exactly shoot through here, so I suppose we'll whip out the old 10 gauge. Get over here in partial cover. And Cheech, run when he had the chance. And Florence here has just a pepper box. It's something. And she can join the fight right away. Therefore, we get her somewhere here, I'm thinking. Fortunately, can't shoot nobody, so I suppose she'll get here instead. Don't worry, Pat, you'll live. I'll make sure you live. See this? That's an instant death radius. We get in there, and Pat is dead with a capital D. So we'll run over here instead. And we'll nail the lone shark, hopefully. 33% chance to hit. Of course, it didn't hit. However, Florence will be able to nail him. Since he does not have an instant death radius, we can just run on up and say hello. Plus goodbye.
Vengeance was yours.
Yep, hard west, baby. Now let's fan those shots. Say goodbye to Cheech. Could have run when he had the chance. And a final one. What are our chances of hitting him behind that wall? 44% chance. Yep, not liking it. Guess we'll whip out the old repeater. Blank him. And now it's 52% chance. A little more bearable. So, only one hit. Rather 1 HP. But, still something. Cannot fan because not. Because why not? But sure. Let's get out the Remy Morgan rifle. Flank. And kill. 66% chance. That's a miss, unfortunately. Maybe Florence will do us the honors. I know it's just a pepper box, but you're a good shot. Yeah, most likely the aim penalty versus cover. 54% chance. And she does it!
Florence was free, and there was no one left to pursue you.
See, I knew she could do it. She's a good girl. Reunited again, the two of you returned home, safe and sound. A few days later, Father came to you in a panic with the amulet. It was falling apart in his hands. It appeared Father had been cheated by the strange gentleman who had been so devilishly convincing. Huh? Huh? No one can meddle with the balance of the world and get away with it. Ever onwards, Father was jinxed by the cursed trinket. Forevermore, he brought bad luck wherever he went. Find a way to lift the curse, which means we gotta visit this shady joint. Slave fugitive camping out there. And I'm guessing a couple of other places to look around. We got us some licenses that we can still make use of. So that's all right. See, there it is. Amulet Curse. The curse of the Shattered Amulet hangs heavily on your family. -5 luck per turn. But we did get a few new cards. 9 of Hearts, Artery Shot. 30 luck. If hit, target enemy will suffer greatly after taking 5 steps. And gives us +1 HP. What's not to like? And Queen of Spades with Chain Kill. Kill an enemy to get a chance to kill another, and another. It's up a lot of luck, 75. I'm thinking it will look good on Warren. But let's experiment it. What if we give it to Father? Or actually, no. Give it to Warren and replace his 3 of a kind with 4 of a kind, I suppose. If only we had another 10 of something. We get 10 of spades, 10 of clubs. 10 of hearts would not go amiss. But we get 9 of hearts, unfortunately. Therefore, we get 2 pairs. So I think we can upgrade Father's pair to 3 of a kind. We need all the luck we can get. The Mexicans can still come after us. But that's not a concern yet. Excuse me about that. First of all, let's visit the slave fugitive. The man was cold, hungry, and scared. He explained that he had been a slave but had escaped and had been on the run for months. Terrified that they were on his trail, he begged you to shelter him, saying that if you didn't, he'd surely be taken back to his previous hellish existence. What, back on the cotton plantations? Well, I can't say because I don't see what race you are, but, you know what? Let's be charitable. You agreed to shelter him provided he'd help with the homestead. And there'll be another member to our posse. The former slave was beside himself with joy, promising he wouldn't regret it. He sincerely hoped he was correct. Or I guess not. Now then. Over at Dalton's site. Let's see if we can get us some more gold. It was an active site some time ago, with works focusing on the deeper and hard rock mining, but no one seemed to bother with placer deposits, which we've already exhausted. Now we go for the deeper gold, and we get us $73. Not too bad. Actually, yeah, fair point. We promised him shelter, not that he would work for us. Besides, Pat here already increases our income by 10%. So it's, I suppose, a bit of a greedy for me to complain. Anything else? Let's see if we can get some income from this one. $22. It's something, I suppose. Over in the damp mine. $148. Hooey! But 350 bucks is pretty good for now, therefore. Time to visit the shady joint. The place was filled with lowlifes. Well, that's why it's called a shady joint, I suppose. You can, of course, be blunt and go, "Hey, anyone know how to lift a curse? Ask him for a friend." Talk turned to news from the Mexicans town now that he was dead. Not to brag, but, hey, I was the one who did him in. He owe you any money? Well, sorry about that. You wondered if they'd buy the slave you'd been sheltering. It was a cold world after all. Nah, we're not that cruel. The town we picked up Pat from said something about better tools. Yeah, we could go and visit that at some point. But hey, let's start off small. We asked around if anyone knew how to lift a curse. Everyone had different surefire method. Some told you to pray, others said to make an offering at the church, still more put their faith in exorcisms. You heard tell of a fortune teller nearby. Probably a charlatan, but at this point you'd try anything. Or maybe you'd be better off with a classic. Find the wishing well and drop a coin inside. Write down those methods, you never know when you'll need them. But let's barter first before we mention that we did in the Mexican. What do you have? Bottle of liquor, which improves our maximum HP. Good thing it does not affect our aim. Snuff. Not that snuff, mind you. Just a mix of powdered tobacco and spices. Increases our movement. Another nail bomb. Ooh, a chain rifle. Nothing beats chain ammunition when you just want to keep shooting. That is a straight upgrade over the Western rifle, if you ask me. Look at this thing. Mind you, all of these are actual weapons that have been made during the Wild West period. So yes, this thing existed. Lose the aim for more bullets? Well, yeah. Even though it's just an increase of 5 aim, I'd say it's a side grade. What else do we have here? Loaded dice, plus 50 maximum luck, lucky charm and gambling aid in 1. And our first actual sniper rifle, an elephant rifle. Some say scoped rifles are a tool of the devil. but you can't argue with the results. I think that one would be actually good for Warren. Considering we are gonna try and build him into a sniper character. So yeah, I think we'll take the elephant rifle. And we will sell off this repeater rifle. Where was it? Yeah. Actually, we'll sell off the Western rifle. Although, I think we can... Yeah. Actually, yeah. We'll sell off the Western rifle and replace it with a chain rifle so that Florence will have something else besides the pepper box. Sounds reasonable to me. And we'll buy the loaded dice too, of course. There we go. Now let's see. Elephant rifle goes here. Chain rifle goes here. And I suppose we can replace the Remy Morgan rifle with a repeater rifle. Now father becomes a well-rounded member of our posse. But yeah, before we do that, talk turned to news from the Mexican's town that now that he was dead. Things sounded bad there. The Mexican was harsh, but he kept order. Now the town was in total anarchy. I was told foosball was for the devil, but I guess it's scopes too. Oh yeah. It's just the officers seething because now some low-life grunt can shoot them because he can spot their fancy uniforms. Oh, and we do get an optional objective. Clean up the Mexican town of bandits. No harm, no foul, I suppose, because we did make that happen. If we just strolled in and killed all the other bandits, that would be an improvement. Surely. Also, let's check if the trading outpost actually has something to offer as well. No, looks like same old. Tobacco, dried healing herbs, sturdy shoes. That same sawed-off cobra. Then, time to go back to Mexican town. The town had been a mess ever since you killed the crime lord. It was time to finish what you started. Yes, it was. Everyone's good as far as I can tell. So, in we go. Oh, right. Lawrence, you get the honor of being the gambler of the group. Do me proud with those dice rolls. It was high time you fixed what you'd broken. And kill all the misfits who were flocking to town.
It was an ambush. They knew you were coming.
Well, shit. They're all around us, huh? Some even have high ground. There's the villa. Yeah, they definitely have the high ground in this one. Guess we better take some high ground of our own. Dash over to villa. At least to this saloon. They may be underestimating our power, but that's why we brought the big guns. Here's me, coming through. Only 2 HP, but yeah, as you can see, pretty tricky places to be. Still, I'll take my chances. That was a pretty good shot, if I do say so myself. And this is a pretty good shot as well. Warren here. Gonna need you to try and nail that one in the window. Think you can do that? Buddy, please? No, we gotta nail that one. Okay, 54% chance. Off you go. And it does it. If only for 1 HP. No, 2, excuse me. Still, almost got you. Almost. However, Pat, you are gonna make it over to here. That's gonna be a dash. That's another one. Oh, I got lady bandits too. Equal opportunities and all, I suppose. And nobody got hurt. Just the way I like it. Who can you see? Any good shots? Out of ammo, huh? But 100% chance to hit. Reload, since it's a single shot rifle, but it is scoped, and therefore you are dead. Thanks for standing still, wanker. I'm not sure if that one has a death radius, so let's be a little more cautious. We'll shoot through the window. Buenos dias. E adios. Okay, switching position here. And you are 23% chance to hit. Go for the artery shot, that's the same amount, therefore we'll take the regular shot. Yeah, that was a bit too low. Guess we'll just have to wait for them to come our way. Or Pat over here can at least get to that position and see if he can do some damage with a 10 gauge. 54% chance. I like those odds. Therefore, we shoot. We don't score, but we eat away at their luck. And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. Oh, a 4th one too. A mysterious 4th. It always arrives unannounced. But we're always prepared. And who are you? Lucio Moliana. Can't say I'm familiar, therefore die. I suppose we can... Oh, there it is. Scoped shot. I'm sure it gives you a nice bonus to being shot. However, as you can see, 2 action points. So yeah, we'll go for a regular shot, and he shoots, he does not score. Now Lucio here has made a tactical mistake of standing out in the open. And that's why we have shotguns. As long as they hit. It's mighty inconvenient sometimes, you know? Can't exactly nail that when it seems so. Sure, just stay there. Oh, those other 2 bullets. Let them come to us. Oh, Pat got shot once. Warren got shot. No, that's Florence. But Pat will get shot twice. Only one of those has connected, which is pretty good if you ask me. I'll take the 79% chance, especially seeing as it's on high ground. But we are going to do that with a repeater rifle.
Their enemies met their end, and their numbers gradually dwindled.
Now we go over there. And you know what? Just that you're standing out in the open, I'm gonna finish you off with a pepper box. Bye-bye. And at this point, I'm thinking we are gonna switch position a little bit. Like so. And of course, reload. And Pat is gonna take revenge on the bullet in his back by shooting that bastard dead. Especially seeing as he's got a death radius. This will definitely be needed. 39% chance versus 35. Yeah, that's not happening from this angle. Just gonna do it like so. Alright, fine. Guess we're gonna move away over here and let him come to us once again. I think we can shoot through that grating. We should be able to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. Guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way then. Switch to the twin gauge and reload, inviting him to come closer to us. Now Florence is gonna leg it, just in case. Oh, come on. What, are you gonna just stand there and let us come to you instead? How unsportsmanlike from you. I expected much better. But then again, we are dealing with lowlives, and they are not known for their orderly contact. Pat, you're just gonna stay where you are, because I do not want you to become... another statistic. Yeah, you stay over there. Lawrence, in the meantime, can get a little closer. And by a little, I mean what? Since she is dashing. There he is. Well, you know what? Oh, of course, I forgot to reload. But I think I can nail you that either way. 48% chance, and almost got him. Almost. Oh, tantalizingly close. And also, tantalizingly close in the fact that I cannot dash through the windows. Shocking. So we'll just do it like that. %. We go with Navy Colt, 49, and it's a miss. Pat, Please. I need you to take the shot. If you cannot take the shot, I'm gonna be embarrassed. Florence. Florence, I beg of you. Nail him. Nail him dead. Find a better firing position. Fine. Fine. We'll find you a better firing position. But I am sorely disappointed in all of you. 1 HP away. And you're just gonna let him run circles around you. Therefore, father, you will finish him off. Come on now. Come on, do it.
You took down the most vicious among them. With the worst of the lot gone, the town now had a chance to find some semblance of normalcy.
Okay. We can give ourselves a pat on the back for this one. Snake leather boot unlocked at Fate Traders. 3 new cards, and well, there's the snake leather boots. Boots can hardly get any more stylish. More damage, more movement, but -1 max HP. Who's the most beefy out of all of us? Suppose we can give these to Warren instead of sturdy shoes. That should be interesting. Then again, we can give him to father, considering he is already getting up close and personal with the Navy Colt, like repeater rifle. So let's do that. A bloodstained shirt, I suppose, can go on Bat here. Now let's look at our new cards. First of all, we have Ace of Clubs with the ability Jinx. Your shots don't replenish enemy luck, plus nearby enemies lose luck all the time. Now this is huge. This is a very good card, where you just stand near the enemy and you passively deplete their luck, therefore opening them for more and more possibility of getting shot. This is huge, and I mean it. Even though the ace does not quite fit into our card, we do have 3 of a kind up here. Now, next cards. King of Diamonds. Beast Hearing, sense nearby enemies, and a bit more sight. No harm, no foul. And Ace of Diamonds, Scavenger. You somehow find the best guns in the world on dead enemies, but then you tend to lose them. So yeah, grab good guns, but only for the duration of the mission from the enemy corpses. Plus a little bit of luck to go with it. Ten of spades, 10 of clubs, red joker. You know, I think we can put it on Lawrence for that one. Now then. Going back to dealing with our curse. First of all, a wishing well. It was the well you heard people talking about. You could drop a coin inside and make a wish. Looking down, you saw golden coins glimmering in the water. We're not gonna go down there yet. We'll drop a coin for good luck. You dropped the coin down the well, but it had no effect that you could discern. Father's curse made prospecting impossible. Whatever methods you tried, whatever places you sought, nothing worked. The situation was hopeless. Though you never said it, his guilt was clear, which made for many silent evenings. One day you awoke to a note from father. He was sorry for the bad decisions he'd made. He was sorry for your mother, for Florence, for you. He loved you, and that meant he had to leave. If only it had helped. I mean, we also made our own fair share of deals, therefore him leaving has no profound effect. It's on all of us. We are in it together. We found the hut inhabited by a young woman. Rumor had it she could see the future. We asked how much she would charge to try to lift the curse. $100? Sure. She took in money eagerly, but though she tried a range of methods, none of them were effective. Anyway, what other wares do you have? Dexterity Elixir for defense, Eagle Elixir for superior aim boost for a short time, Mandrake Powder, luck over time, Mandrake Root, immediate luck boost, Coyote Figurine for +2 movement, and Bone Amulet for +10 aim. Oh, and of course a Deadly Derringer. Well, I guess it's time to pray our sins away at the church. God may have been away on business, yada yada. Let's ask for a curse exorcism. You paid your money, but would later discover it had no effect. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, you returned after a hard day's work to find thugs raiding your house. You scouted from a safe distance. They would pay for this with their lives. Three of us versus how many there are going to be of them. From afar, you could see armed thugs roaming your homestead. You attacked. As you prepared to make your move, the slave you were sheltering came out of hiding. He had been working the fields when he saw armed men approaching. He was in no condition to fight, but gave you the charm that had kept him alive until now. Ojo del Muerto. A talisman with a fallen gunslinger's eye embedded in it. My Spanish is a little bit rusty, but it's something of the dead, right? Eye of the dead. No? Okay. So Pepper Box needs to go. You're getting the Navy Colt. +10 aim, -5 defense. I suppose this could look good and worn, but I like my movement bonus. Even though it's currently sitting at +1 on account of missing brain part. And if we do it like that, it's defense 7, aim 80. What do I want? More defense or more aim? We will get shot eventually, so I think 70 aim is decent as is. Look at the dried healing herbs. You do not. If we go for here. I think we're gonna stick with loaded dice for that one. Now let's consider how we're gonna do this. Any other 10s we got? No, only got 9s. And an ace. Oops. Now how did those poker hands go? We got 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, possibly 5 of a kind if we count the Joker. Nine of hearts plus 9 of clubs, we got us a pair. If we go with ace of diamonds and did we have another ace? Yeah. Full house with 3 of a kind and a pair. So if we do it like that, we got 3 of a kind, we add 2 aces, Jinx and Scavenger. And Full House gives us movement and luck. That's pretty good. King, Queen, Queen, Queen. That's 3 of a kind already. Might as well stick it in. 1, 2, and 3. Straight as numbers in a row. A royal flush with face cards. So if we were to go for straight, that would be 10, Queen, King, Ace. In that case, right? A royal flush. I suppose I'll figure it out eventually at some point. Time to take our homestead back, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I do like how this looks. 2 10s on one side, 2 aces on the other, and a joker in the middle. That was unintentional, but it looks damn cool. They'd learn soon enough what happens when you try to take a man's home. I don't care who the company sends, I'm not surrendering my home. This is my house, you're touching my stuff. My house, my stuff.
You would fight for your home and take back what was yours.
Oh, and we're starting the combat at night. No shadows can be spoiled, so no one's protected by sunlight. Yeah, a Joker that looks like the devil. That's the artistic idea. Can we see anyone from here? We absolutely can. Can a 10 gauge nail you from here? 24, 24. I'll take it as a no. Therefore, we'll stay where we are. Florence, however. Florence better be able to shoot somebody. At least from here, right? Of course you will. You're a good shot. 29, 29, 27, 25. Fine, I'll take the 29. Just so that I can say I tried. Tried so hard, so far. And it will matter, eventually. We just need to get to a better position. It's canvas, they will be able to shoot through there. Three damage to enemies in your line of sight. Fine, go ahead, yell it out. And it's 2 of them down. Three more to go. 4 more to go. 5. But they only got 3 HP, so we just need 1 lucky shot to nail any one of them. Especially those on the upper floors. You, out of my house. Oh, I guess that's the cover we play it here. Making a dash for cover, raising it. 3 turns to recharge. 37% chance to hit, don't fail me now. 1 damage, still not bad. Not bad at all. If I was ready to place and heard someone do that while others dropped dead, I would think twice. But hey, they're company men. They're loyal to money. They won't back down. Even if they saw a couple of their guys get dropped by some unnatural shriek. you're still gonna do it. And I'd be happy to oblige. Just get out of your cover. We'll talk it out, I promise. Yeah, just stay where you are. That's perfect. That's perfect. Down to the last minute detail. One more for the road. 1 HP left. That's unfortunate for you. However, down he goes like a sack of potatoes. Time for a quick equivalent exchange. This should be decent. And there we go. 2 of them left. Now, since we are on the subject of you being over there, how much? 54%? I'll take it.
What you didn't know at the time was that those hired thugs worked for the railroad. The corrupt local government deeded them your property, claiming the right of eminent domain, making the house you were defending no longer yours. Every man you killed raised the reward on your head a little higher, because now you were a wanted man, an outlaw.
Classic Wild West setup. But might as well raise the stakes a little higher. And another up top. Good. Now over here. Fine. Guess I'll just shoot you in here. Goodbye. Next thing you know, the Pinkertons will be coming after you. Hey, I didn't steal nothing. The Pinkertons have no right to come after me. I didn't steal no damn playing cards to warrant such attention to my persona. But the Pinkertons will be appearing in the plot at one point. I won't tell at which point, but he gets to live a little longer. Thank you, Cover. Not just Cover Corporation. As we're going inside, time to switch to a Navy Colt. Florence, dearest. See off the guests. He's upstairs, so he will be able to make it down, so wait for him here. Pat, in the meantime, can run up. Fine. We'll call it castling. Just come a little closer, and we can end this quickly. I guess you still want me to come up, huh? Fine. You better not have an instant death radius, old man. Otherwise I'll be very disappointed. You not. Thank you. Now die.
When every last thug was silenced, the truth of your situation finally hit home. You had to run.
And that is our first scenario complete. Next up, we have 2 new open up. Method and Madness, and As Good as Dead. I think we can go or at least start one of them, and see how the situation develops. Well, as you can tell, As Good as Dead is the main line. Method and Madness is the side line, or side plot, I suppose. And we will also have a short prequel scenario at some point. Plus, of course, the DLC scenario and Scars of Freedom. Let's take a look at As Good as Dead first. Your ruthless but happy times of drifting are violently interrupted when you cross the wronged man. But a powerful stranger helps you rise up, transforming you from a carefree gambler into the personification of vengeance. Try and guess who is going to be involved in this scenario, who will give us these powers.
You lost everything, became an outlaw on the run, but you still had Florence, the love of your life. You were drifting through settlements, evading the law, gambling. You did well enough, but whenever you won, someone had to lose. And if there was something the masked man truly would not stand, it was losing. Then, out of thin air, a gentleman appeared, offering to resolve your predicament in return for your soul. Unaware of the gravity of your situation, you told him to go to hell, just as they surrounded the saloon.
You were surrounded but nowhere to run. You were as good as dead. Title drop, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time to face the
Every
music.
way out was barred or blocked. Enemies positioned themselves outside the windows. You were as good as dead.
Time to die. Take as many of them with you as you can. Well, Florence, it's good to know you, darling. We ain't gonna be selling our lives for cheap today. We're gonna go down fighting. Still only 25% chance. Hey, that we can do in here. Just shoot away. And you, for now, hide behind the bar counter. Or I suppose turn over that table. Only 20% chance. Let's pray for a miracle. Even though it won't be coming. It absolutely didn't. Already she is almost dead. And more are coming. Florence, Florence, Florence. Where did it all go so wrong? I guess the curse is real. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. I do have an instant death radius. Doors are locked. Let's consider how we're gonna do it. Right here, 40% chance. Still not too much. That's 35. I am ambivalent towards these odds. might as well get over here.
Florence was dying, her eyes growing glassy as her soul slipped away.
I hope we can take at least one of them with us. Otherwise, I'd be mighty disappointed. It's all hired guns anyway. More for the run. And that should be it.
You gave your last breath. But on that breath, you pledged to him. You gave your soul for a shot at revenge. Trapped betwixt life and death, you now belonged to neither realm. The coffin nails didn't hold fast. You were supposed to be dead, so no one took notice right away. You considered raising the alarm to bring in more enemies, just to satisfy your bloodlust.
Time for the poor man's saint of killers to begin his murderous rampage. You know what? I think I will. You know, we only have a shotgun and a 6-shooter to our name. We absolutely will kill everyone in this town. Oh no! Send help!
Asked the enemy to send more men. You weren't done dispensing justice.
Yeah, nice of them to bury us with our guns. Well, we were about to bury it. After all, here's where our coffin stood. I just didn't quite have enough time to do that. Anyway, where are you, Spy? That's one of them. So nice gibbet cage right on the crossroads. Is that how you pronounce it? Gibbet? Gibbet? It's always been a bit of a contentious topic, you know? It's either or. But you know what's not a contentious topic? Seeing this guy's giblets. Fine, I suppose they are pronounced giblets. Grammar Nazis all around me. Also, note that our current locale is nightly. No shadows can be spotted. Abilities based on shadows are even more powerful. And even if we get shot, we'll regenerate our health. An account of nightmare regeneration. We are, after all, undead. How do I approach you, mister? What's your death radius? Let's take our chances. Almost got you. Yes, I'm pretty sure I can still die due to running up to them. Nobody said that I am not... Nobody said that I am immune to bullets. As you can see here. We're just regenerating good. I won't be touching that just in case. Ooh, that's a lot of you guys. But yes, do converge in my position. That's why I have this shotgun for. Just get a little closer, bunch up, and we'll tell you what wonders buckshot does to a man's body. Yep, still over there. Good shot. And you. I have plans on you. More pain. But no, I think I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm not a monster here. Well, technically I am. I guess I am. Sometimes these dramatic moments just don't work as you want them to. Okay, so you can just punch up a little. I'll gladly accept you just, you know, you're standing there. Hey, I was going to get over there. You know what? Just for that, I'm pulling out my 6-shooter, getting over there. I'm shooting you right in the head. You hired gun. Damn it, I missed. Should have went for you. But anyway. I'm not quite invincible, but I am in a good position. As soon as I reload, I will make use of my cone shot. Just you wait. Make them do it like that. Reload. Still have one action to make, and now I would appreciate it if you were to just die. Like that. Thank you. If any of you tries anything fancy like flanking maneuvers, I will take my 6-shooter and I will shove it where the sun don't shine. So help me Satan. Especially if you do it like so. That was unfortunate. As you can see, this highlights one of the potential problems with the luck being a tangible resource. You can get shot, but it just takes a little longer than you intended to take. However, as long as you keep bunching up, I got no problem with shooting you, since ammo is not a reserve in this game. Sayonara. And yeah, luck versus accuracy is a very interesting prospect, especially if we treat luck as, well, a tangible resource, as I've already mentioned a couple of times during the stream. Once we're done with this game, we will move on to the sequel, which handles things a little differently. How differently? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. See, 33 to 35%. 0%. And if we pull out a 6-shooter, go for 30% chance to hit, it's... oh, one of them is dead. And yeah, he granted us a chance for revenge, and it's not guaranteed because nothing is but death and taxes. Well, good thing we're not affiliated with IRS. We can still shoot them dead. Especially if you just keep standing out in the open like a bunch of wankers. I know the game is just taking pity on me. But still, thanks for standing still. It never works out when I try to go for a cool thing. Almost never. Only when it is precisely calculated, but something like musical themes, you know? New Around knows, he's been there during the Play Nice streams. He can confirm that. Still makes me a little salty. But I'll take these chances. Hey, what did I say about fancy flanking maneuvers? You stay in your lane. Oh, and you are definitely getting shot with a shotgun. Matter of fact, both of you two. If I can line it up, I most likely will not. So I am just going to shoot you. Like so. Cut. That fit of coughing was me trying to suppress a very nasty thing I was going to say. But yeah, I find myself cornered once again, so time to change position and reload. Back to the tree. Reload. Regenerate. Let them come closer. Yeah, practically spitting lead over there. And more ways than one, you know? $50, $50, $50, $40. Time for a game of Duck, Duck, Goose. You're a goose. And you are hopefully dead. Good thing I said hopefully. was under no obligation to hit that shot. Speaking of, if I think where you are, just like that. Now, please die. Said with the same cadence as Jeb Bush saying, please clap. Move away. Can we line up a good shot on these? Only on one of them. I suppose I can just nail you then. Or not. Well, they are not just running around from between the same spots, they're also reloading. And occasionally hitting you. That takes some effort, you know. These are incredibly unfortunate rolls. I'd even go as far as call them not great, not terrible. $71, $41, $31, $30. Fine, I'll take the highest one. And that is a miss still. Wild West guns, everyone. Now you, I will nail. Because there was no way in hell I would have missed 100% chance to hit. And the same goes for you. 3 left. That's 1. That's 2. You'll pay for that. But not before your guy standing in the door frame. Switch positions. We load 3 bullets per reload action. We'll let them come a little closer to us. Come on, come on. I won't bite. I can't bite. But fine. Be it your way. As long as you come a little closer, I will tolerate your existence for a little longer. Yep, perfect. Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move. Got it? Got it. Same goes for you, buddy old pal. You just stay where you are. And it's all gonna be over soon enough. Just like this. Son of a bitch, you cover 8 my bullet and you gotta... when I get my hands on you. I'm just gonna shoot you dead with my revolver here and you say you are the humper too.
Every living soul there was dead. But you were just getting started.
You would have your revenge on a masked man. But first, He needed to know the depths of your anger.
The stranger somehow stopped you halfway to death after that fateful night. The news spread quickly. Masked Man, your nemesis, went into hiding.
The stranger approached you again. He said he knew the masked man's location, but that telling you would spoil the sportsmanship of the hunt. Not the best G-Man impression. You didn't pay it much mind. You knew that if you took enough money from him, he'd find you. Then the stranger made an ominous request. He said that if you took 100 lives, he would reward you handsomely. The stranger asked if you'd met any of your enemy's enemies. Said that he'd heard of an old man named Murray. Seems he ran the gin mill and had crossed the masked man somehow. Tracking him down might put you closer to your target. That's all fine and dandy. $5,000 reward in our head for murder of 13 people. What else do we have? Gunsmith shop and an elixir trader. Something tells me there's gonna be a lot more shooting involved at gym now. However, looking at the time, I think I'm gonna have to end this stream in here. Most likely we're gonna do it let's call them chapters per stream. Hopefully you've enjoyed the game. Never mind all of these occurrences. And on that note, thank you for coming, and I will see you all on Saturday. Peace out.